groovy people. I'm the self-proclaimed Blue Dragon, and welcome to my channel. This week I don't have a dark horse related theme, but it is related to comics, so I'll get into that in a minute. I'm just not going to be world or character building this week, because this is what's been going on in my life, and so that's what I want to talk about. Anyway, 2 announcements this week. The first is that I'm planning to create new opening and closing cards, and I'm not sure when that's coming out, but it is on my extensive to-do list. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to record some portion of this, be it the color or probably not the inking. I don't know what I want to do with that. But anyway, I'm going to record it and have it be one of my weekly videos, and I will have the opening card be the old one. Ooh. And then I'll have the new closing card be the new closing card. Isn't that genius? No. I am so weird this week, you guys. I haven't had any human interaction for about a week, and wow, it really does weird things to you to not have any interaction with people for a bit. My partner he's out visiting family since we're getting ready to move. He wanted to make sure that he got some family time in, which is what I've been doing also. But yeah, I've been here with my cute little puppy dog Julius. I'm gonna pop up a picture of him. Actually, I could pop up a drawing of him. He is one of the characters in Whimper in the Dark, which I never work on, which was inspired by Gory. You know, like Edward Gorey? Anyone? Edmund? Edward? I think it's Edward. I can't remember. God, I'm the worst. Anyway, the Second Amendment. Oh, I am so sorry. Second announcement. I have decided to make a major format change to Dark Horse, and this is actually the main topic of the video today. Beginning with Acts 3 of the revamp and Act 6, which will probably at some point get a revamp, who knows. The comic is going to be changing from the current right to left reading format to left to right, which obviously I'm not Asian, or, well, I mean, okay, I'm not Japanese. I do have, nobody cares about my background. Anyway, I also don't speak Arabic or Egyptian. I have my reasons. I would like to think I wasn't just being a quote-unquote weeaboo. I did actually have reasons for, back in the day when I started this comic, I had a reason for doing it that way. It had to do with one of my final projects for art, kind of mixed in with literature and blah blah blah. Nobody cares. But I was consciously making the decision to do right to left because I was doing a Western interpretation, but I don't know. It made sense at the time, and none of my professors gave a crap. Nobody commented on it. But since manga has risen in popularity and there's been a lot more discourse on it, I feel the general consensus now is that if you're a Western author, if you are, well, I don't feel, I've been having discussions on different boards and talking to a couple of different people, and the general consensus is that if your native language reads left to right, it's probably a better idea to do the left to right format. And actually, it didn't take a lot of convincing to change my mind. It's just that, since I started this way, that's how everything was. I'd gotten into the habit, but at this point in my life, I feel that there are a lot of aspects of my comic that, if anyone has seen the old pages, I've been really working to improve my comic. I always want to keep it free, even if I get to a level where it's semi-professional. Who knows if I will. But I will always want to keep it free, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that I don't want to have pride in my work. And there are definitely storytelling elements that I've been working on, which I've kind of touched upon in some of my other videos. So I've been trying to improve on the story. I feel, as some people have suggested, it might help me personally with my visual storytelling if I'm not forcing even though I've gotten into this habit, if I'm not forcing myself to think in a right to left, if I'm just thinking of how I naturally read things, I might be able to improve my visual storytelling abilities. I haven't had any instruction in this, so I mean, for an amateur, I feel like at least the art has been improving, but I definitely have realized that there are things maybe aren't visually making sense. So I'm actually going to have my partner, because he totally doesn't give a crap about, I mean, he likes some anime. He loved Cowboy Bebop, you know, he likes some things. I think he would like Crying Free Man if I gave it to him. I don't have it to give to him. It was I read the first volume, holy crap, it was really good. But anyway, he's not like, you know, a big otaku. He's not like in the otaku culture. So I think having somebody else who's outside of my comic and outside of my head, because, you know, when you look at, even as a writer, I do editing for people who are, you know, pretty good. They're very whatever. I do some editing, but it's so easy for you when you're writing something, even if you're rereading and editing it yourself, you miss things. And so it's always good to have at least a second pair of eyes look at what you're doing. And even though, again, this is going to be a free comic, I want to improve just for the sake of having the pride of knowing that I've come this far. And yeah, it's not just I feel that's not just a selfish thing to want. I think it also benefits other people. So, you know, everybody wins. So that's my second announcement. I totally went off my notes. I even skipped my word of Wednesday. Oh my gosh, no! The word of Wednesday is that it is the general consensus that it's probably wiser, if you are from a Western culture, to just go ahead and write your natural style and go left to right. Does anybody else think that right to left or left to right could be like a 90s boy band name? But you had to have like the 2 be the number 2? You know, like Boys to Men. Well, I guess they're not really boy. Well, yeah, they got boy right in the name, so they were more an R&B boy band. Color Me Bad. I'm pretty sure there was something backwards or misspelled in that. Or like a K-pop band, like 2NE1. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I can't say the name of that song, but I love that. I'm the greatest. I don't know. I can't pronounce Korean. I don't want to insult or butcher anything, so I won't. Wow. I moved the microphone back and I've played with the sound setting a little bit, so I hope that this week me tapping on the desk or drumming or whatever obnoxious nervous habit I'm doing doesn't come up on the audio this week. So we'll see. I don't know why I had to tell you guys that, but yeah. There's full transparency with me. As my partner likes to tell me, I have no filter. I have no filter at all. The thing is, I do have a filter, but my filter is so loose that all the insane, stupid bullcrap comes out. So there's that. Yeah, anyway, but I do want to make it clear that I have no judgment on people who are Western and want to have their comic read right to left. I totally understand that. I mean, some people might be more naive about what they're doing than others, but even then, if that's what brings you joy, if you're having fun, I think people should do what makes them happy, but my personal goals have changed, and I don't really have a dog in this fight, so since general consensus is that it's probably easier to go left to right if I want to attract more readers, which I do. I don't mind changing the style. I mean, there's no point in arguing if you don't really have any passion about that, so I don't mind doing it. It's gonna be a lot of work for me, but I've never made things easy on myself, as I've said before, so there's that. And just like that, the time has flown. And my question that I posed to you this week's question, is what are your thoughts on the right to left format? Do you like it? Do you care? Can you do it either way? Do you prefer left to right? Comment below. Be nice though, because on the forums, like, I've got a hard shell. I mean, I have a very good opinion of myself in spite of my self-deprecation. So I don't care if you insult me, you know, be as vicious. Well, don't be as, I don't invite you to be vicious, but if you're gonna be vicious, do it to me. If anybody starts commenting on here, please be nice to each other. I don't want to have to break up any fights. This is I like positivity. I don't feel there's any need to be rude to each other. Please use some sort of etiquette. That's my only request. And answer the question. And ring the bell. Oh wait, subscribe first. Thumb up the video first. Subscribe, then ring the bell. Those are my only requests. And give me your firstborn child. I'm just kidding. What would I do with all those children? What would I do with them all? I don't even, Have a good week. Peace and love. Keep on trucking.